to our fellow ministers, directors of tourism, members of the media. Thank you so much for being here and for your support of the Caribbean. Before I get started on my official remarks, I just really want to speak just only so briefly in terms of the MOUs that were just signed here today. They are so extremely important for our region, and I know that Johnson indicated that you're going to get detailed press releases later on. But it speaks so much to two areas that are so critical to the sustainability of our industry and tourism in the region: health and agriculture. And it said that, you know, health often depends on what we eat, so our agriculture. And I'm just pleased to have this partnership with Ika and Miss Ina Harvey in particular. 8 years ago when I started at the Department of Tourism, Ina was a guest speaker in the U.S. Virgin Islands as we were embarking on a renewal of how we can marry food and tourism, our agricultural product. And I have to tell you, there is no one so very committed and energized about agriculture and how important it is to the tourism product. And so a formal marriage is well in order. Dr. Hospitalis, I just met you this morning, but I know of the work of COFA. I know of how important our synergy, the synergy of our two entities are in terms of health and tourism. And so again, it's a pleasure to be able to enter into a formal relationship, because I think that we have been in an informal relationship for a very long time, and it's very heartwarming for us to move this to the next level. I'm going to just briefly give some highlights of Caribbean Week here in New York, a very special part of this area that we live in, and I think that all of us from the Caribbean feel that we're blessed. Coming out of this morning's meeting, the Council of Ministers and Commissioners, there were a couple key strategic things that I just want to share with you, things that we've been working on over the past 2 years. One of which is the strengthening of our measurement and accountability to our members and really being able to touch and feel. I thank you all for that relationship that you have built with the CTO and our team. I really want to thank Faye Gill and our new membership department, because we've been able to really listen to what our member countries, what's important to them, how CTO can be more relevant, and so that's one of the things that we've been forging together. I couldn't not talk about the Caribbean Tourism Development Company, which is one of the first marriages that the CTO, the Caribbean Tourism Organization, and the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association have had over the last several years, and we really are beginning to work more closely. We just recently completed our strategic planning session. We're excited about where we're going. We will be putting out an RFP in the next 30 days for a company to be the consultant to develop our business plan and to help us move the CTDC to the next level. We're very, very intent on being transparent in this process, so please look out for that information. I just also want to talk about the fact, some of the things that this week have occurred. I don't know how many of you attended the wedding salon yesterday, but I think it was magnificent, and I'd like to give Jackie Johnson, the team at the Caribbean Tourism Organization here in New York, a round of applause, because it was incredible. I felt like I might want to get married again. They really showcased destination weddings and honeymoons in the Caribbean and brought it to life. So I think that's one of the highlights. Our partnership with Victor Media and the wrapping of the bus yesterday. If you haven't seen the bus, it really shows the beauty of our region, and the return on investment meets everyone in the Virgin Islands that's worked with me know that a minimum of a 3-to-1 return on investment on everything that we do is a standard, and so I applaud CTO on the fact that we've the return on investment is more than 3-to-1, so that's great. I'd like to thank the Sandals Foundation and Adam Stewart for his motivational speech that he gave to our students during the student colloquium. It was fantastic. I'd like to congratulate the students from Monroe College. That was one of the highlights. If you missed the student colloquium, you missed a real showcase of the best of the Caribbean and the future of the Caribbean in terms of students that developed business plans, presented their ideas, and I think that it is one of the things that we do at CTO that really showcases our young people. And so if you missed that, please make sure that you get information on it. It's certainly a highlight. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but I've been told that Carol Guntley is aware that tomorrow, Carol, if you'll just stand up, Carol will be receiving CTO's Lifetime Achievement Award, and we're going to talk a lot more about Carol tomorrow. But I think that honoring our own and the people that have contributed so greatly to the tourism industry, people like Carol. In 1989, one of my first trips in the private sector as a hotelier was to Jamaica. I got caught during Gilbert being there, and I was a new person to the tourism industry, a nobody, and Carol held my hand, and I think she's done that for so many people in the entire tourism industry. Her work in the airline industry has been remarkable, so we're looking forward to honoring you tomorrow. Special recognition will be also UC Skeet of the Barbados Tourism Authority in New York. There's nothing that the CTO office here in New York does that Mr. Skeet doesn't contribute to, and I think that, you know, we really appreciate that. I'd like to, tomorrow, if you think that and I'm going very fast because we have had a full week of activities, but tomorrow is our marketing forum, and I think that you really should make a point of getting to that event. We still have some excellent presentations to close out the week. Jonathan Tortolo from National on geotourism from National Geographic Traveler will be one of the speakers. Henry Hartvelt from on the subject of airline, Susan Black. So we're going to have some really great speakers that are going to be sharing marketing expertise with us tomorrow as we end up this conference. And in true Caribbean style, we don't end without a party. So you've been hearing all week. If you haven't gotten your tickets, please come out and support Rum and Rhythm. I think that not only is it a good Caribbean party, but it really is for a great cause. It's for scholarships for our young people. Before I turn the podium over to the Honorable Alexandra Noel, Minister of Tourism for Grenada, I just want to tell you that the work of CTO will continue. I hope to see every one of you in my home island, the U.S. Virgin Islands in St. Thomas in September for our SOTIC conference. Thank you very much, Minister.